Hello, my name is George. This is GLLR Cars. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm outside of a venue that is right just outside Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. And oh, by the way, I don't know if you can see in the camera, in the far side is the new Dome Stadium they're building, the new baseball stadium. But just outside here is an event called the Supercar Expo. And it's an event where they have cars that are unique that people bring, and you get to vote on them and you get to choose on them, and it's all under one roof. So let's take a look. So here at the entrance of Supercar Expo, they got a show going on behind me and a bunch of the cars on the other side. So it's pretty much a small area. We're going to be looking at cars on the car side over there, and they're going to go all the way around behind the stage, and then they have some booths on the other side where we get to see everything else that's going on. So follow me on that.
Good morning. We are Pan
Some of the cars that they have where you get to vote on the cars. So there's going to be a number you get to see on the car, and they give you a card where you get to vote. This. So you get to vote on which is your favorite car of the show, which car do you want to own and drive, which is the most unique car, which is the favorite paint or wrap, and which are the favorite wheels on the car that you want. So as we take a look, I'll share my choices in a little bit. But the idea is to look at everything from the paint job to the wheel, to how unique the car is, to if you had a car that you own, whether or not it's a daily driver, just something you want in your garage, would that be a car that you want? So the first thing that struck me is the wheels on this car. They look very much custom, and it almost looks like a cap on it. Not my first choice, but it's one that I definitely think that is different. Same thing on the next car. It's pretty unique, and what I like about this one, it's got a small cabin. With the small cabin, you get to see if you are sitting pretty much in the center of the car. It's a Jaguar vehicle here. Now, this is a car that you don't see on the street very much. Lexus. What I like about it, it has those, I guess, like the bulky fenders in the back that stick out, and very nice wheels when they are recessed like that. Very nice wheels. It's got the vents there in the back that look like real vents, folding mirrors. Can't get much closer, but it does have the nice interior on it. Here's a very nice Mustang. Shelby Mustang here. I don't see anything unique about the car. Maybe the blacked out wheels. It doesn't even have the stripe that normally you would find in the middle of the car. So I'm not seeing a lot of uniqueness. I think the wheels is the only thing that I like here. The Ford GT, this is the previous generation Ford GT, the one that ran around 2006 or so. And it's still a very nice car to look at. I like how it's got the vents here at the front. A nice stripe there, a little gas cap there in the very front. It's a very, very nice car. Let's take a look around and see what the wheels are like. Yeah, very nice wheels as well. I don't like the little hood cap, the little cap there in the middle. It's a little bit too big. I would want that to be a little bit smaller, but very nice. This other Shelby here has a very nice work here. Looks like they put a supercharger on it. And I could tell that they've done a lot of work on it. Can't get any closer there in the inside, but it does have some nice work. But we're not a bit crazy about the wheels. This Shelby right here has unique bodywork. This I like very much. Yeah, that's a lot of custom work on that one. I like how clean both the outside and the inside blend in. Including the back here. I would have liked to seen some diffusers. They're very nice. Not a big fan of the wheels, but it is different. Now let's take a look at, over here they have some Dodge Challengers on this side. I like the Venom look. The swing outdoors are quite nice. It did a lot of work on how the hood opens up in the opposite direction and then it kind of opens up and out. A lot of work inside. Body work right here to make it come out a little bit more. It's a nice touch with the screen and little lit up bottles in there. Even the inside, how they did a nice job on there. It's lit up in the trunk with the screens. Good job over here. Nice how they did all the body work. It blends in quite well. So if you're gonna see something unique, this is actually pretty unique right here. So very nice how they did a lot of work on it. We're here, we basically have Ferraris in here. Ferrari Testarossas, Ferraris 308s, a bunch of Ferraris on this side. Let's take a look on the first aisle over here first. Once in a while you see something like this to this, like a souped up little car like that. Trust me, this is really no go-kart. And you got the Porsches over here. So what makes this one unique? Well, let's see right now. You can tell that they did the work on the spoiler in the back, and then if you leave to see this roof line over there, that is different than what I'm used to seeing before. So that makes it unique. Nothing special about the wheels, nothing special about the paint job or the stripe. The case of the Camaro ZL1, I do see that wing over there. That's different. The ground effects are very aggressive, including right here where they put some there in the front and the front grille with the hook there as well. The cover here with the carbon fiber on the top, and then of course that wing is carbon fiber as well. So very good job. I do like the wheels here. You don't see these type of wheels very often. Nice brake calipers as well. Here's a GTR, here's a Godzilla. I like how they put the performance histogram right there on the windshield. You get to see the performance of the car. But very clean. It's got the 3-point harness inside with the red seat belt. So it's been customized inside. I can see already that there's some roll bars inside. But they did a good job here. I do like the paint. What I do notice different here is the wheels are different colors. The one in the back are red, the ones in the front. Looks like I would have covered that up a little bit. But they are different. Case here of this GTR. Did some good work inside to make sure the engine looks very nice. Here the wheels are coming around here. Yeah, the wheels are at least this thin, but I really don't like where it has cap there that it exposes those wheel nuts. Turns in the back. If I were to take a pick in the rear end of the vehicles, I like this one more with the raised up wing than the trunk view that one has over there. I also like how they put these it's like not like a diffuser, but like a ground effect right under the tailpipes. Well, that one doesn't have it over there, so this one does make it a little bit unique. Now moving on, I'm going to take a look at the Corvette. Corvette is for starters, it doesn't have a hood, so everything here is exposed. It's quite impressive actually. That's unique. I'm not sure if you'll be driving around with it like that. It doesn't have that. The wheels are not exactly my favorite, but they are very nice. It looks good with the car. That's connected up, so all the electronics are on, so it's very nice. It's very clean inside. It's very well kept inside. Let's move on. Look at another car here. Maserati V6 over here. Maserati V6. One of the things that I like about Maserati is they went out to try to make a car that is going to compete with the likes of the German luxury sports sedans. And this one here is meant to compete with the likes of BMW and Mercedes products and the Audi products. And when you look at a Ferrari, this is what I was talking about. If you look at this car, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. The lines are very smooth, it's well proportioned, well balanced. the ratio between the width of the car and the length of the car is that magic ratio. So I love it in that regard. Everything that you think about the car, the performance, the handling, the speed, is what you would expect in a car. However, and this is a big however, if you look inside, if you look at the seating, if you look at the leather, if you look at the materials, they are high-end materials, but the big but is the tech is not up to par to what you see in other cars. Take for example the Lamborghini. Lamborghini has basically gone all digital with cars. And, the knobs, the instrument cluster is still analog. Whether they just wanted it that way or they didn't care, that's how it is nowadays. But the fact remains, that's how the cars are today. It is meant to be a supercar. When it comes to performance though, it still doesn't stack up to the likes of Ferrari and Lamborghini, but it is a gorgeous car. And this car right here, all blacked out, black rims, black wings. It's got, back here, it's got the rear end, it's got a very nice diffuser, everything that you have here. So very, very nice, very well kept car. It's very nice. Now looking at the Porsche, I like the Porsche as opposed to what Ferrari does. Porsche does a good job with this 981 Spider, or 981 a gorgeous car at the outside. Make no doubt about it. Porsche keeps its DNA true to itself throughout the years. It pretty much, you know that it is a Porsche. What I do like, if you look around, the interior of the Porsche, like other supercars, has very nice high-end materials, but the tech has kept up. So again, this is not the latest and greatest model. It's probably a few years back, yet the tech is still a little bit better. So I think that what Porsche is doing today is being able to keep up with the demand of those cars. This is a car I like very much. The AMG GT. The AMG GT is one of the most desired cars that AMG has in its lineup. The GT car, they have the GTC, the GTS, and the GTR, and there's a Pro version coming out. This car is very unique, and the owner of this car did a unique paint job. Where you see in the hood, it's got the concentric circles there. And one of the things I like about this car, it starts at around 500 horsepower. It goes up from there. He did it, customized it by putting a lot of carbon fiber in it on the grille, carbon fiber on the front effects. It's got a carbon fiber wing in the back, and I know that the GTR does have standard a wing that pops up. So when you drive it, or if you press a button, the wing will pop up. This one already has it, and it looks like it was a custom job. Same thing can be said about the wheels. I like the matte color on the paint. This is one of my favorite cars right here. If there's a car to own from the cars that I've seen, other than the green Lambo on the other side, this car right here. So Mustangs we've seen here, so I'm going to skip over the this car on the other hand was a very popular car in the early 90s, the Lamborghini Countach. Some athletes, some sports athletes like Walter Payton owned one of these. It was a white one or a black one. This car was very unique. It was a car that basically put Lamborghini on the map, at least in the States, when you would see athletes drive a car like that. But pretty good, very unique. It's another car that I want to show you, at least from the back. This is the Ferrari F40. It's another one of those unique cars. The Ferrari F40, if you were to look to buy one of those today, you're talking about $1.2 million, $1.3 million, because that became basically a piece of history. You cannot find those anymore. Here's the Lambo. This here, now you're talking Aventador. This is the Lambo that I like. It's a little bit bigger than the Huracan. It's maybe not as light, and it's not just the Aventador, it's the Aventador SV. A little bit higher performing Aventador than some of the other ones, but it's got four-wheel steering with a big mid-engine. It's a high-performance car, and quarter-mile times are absolutely insane in a car like this. After you look at the Ferrari does have some nice design. As you get into a McLaren. This, guys, is a car that when it came out, the McLaren Senna came out, people already knew that it was going to be very hard to get your hands on one of these. When it first came out, about $1 billion, it can go as high as $2 million. $2 million, about 6 months ago. That was about $2 million to get one of these. The Pagani is pretty much built. Pagani Huayra. The car that's worth several $1 million. This car is very unique because they wanted to do an all-performing car, and it's basically all engine. The interior is very unique, and that it's supposed to have somewhat of an aircraft theme. So the knobs and the gauges and the buttons, everything that surrounds the instrument cluster is supposed to have that aircraft theme. But if you look at the shell of the car, everything that you see in the body is basically carbon fiber. If you look very close, it's all carbon fiber. The seats have carbon fiber in it. But the theme is unique. Even the shifter, if you look at the shifter, how it kind of sticks out like that, is very, very unique. And everywhere you look, it's all carbon fiber. There's really space for anything else because it's all engine. But that's what this car is. Talk about unique paint job. I wouldn't call it a paint job. I say that this has just been painted in. This is just a bunch of different not drawings, but different logos or whatnot been put onto the car, and that makes it quite unique. In terms of uniqueness, that makes it unique. In terms of, is it my favorite? Well, probably not, because there's a few of those here. Alright, so if I get through this big mob of people, they have an Audi R8. Audi R8 is one of my favorite cars from Audi. And what I like about Audi is they didn't go out and try to make a car that has a view that is too radical, yet it is a view that does inspire elegance, high performance, yet it doesn't compete with the likes of the supercars. But when you're in a car this gorgeous, who cares? This one has some, extra decals and numbers on it, and they kind of match some white on the paint. But if you were to get like one that is stock and you get it in whatever color and you don't see these decals, it is a gorgeous car. That kind of takes away from it a little bit, I think, but it is absolutely one of my favorite cars, at least from the look and feel perspective. And oh, by the way, the tech, some of the best tech out there. Coming around here, this is the front of the Lambo Aventador SV. The Ferrari. I like how the doors open up so much of the Ferrari that basically exposes the entire cabin. It's a little bit easier to enter the vehicle as opposed to this one, but when you have to pick between the two, who cares? Hey guys, something else I wanted to point out. You see how there's a Montana plate on the Pagani? There's a Montana plate on the Senna. There's a Montana plate on the Ferrari. It's not a coincidence. The reason for the Montana plates is most exotic car owners, in order to avoid having to pay high taxes for vehicle registrations, they register the vehicle under the state of Montana. So a car that is worth over $1 million, if you have to do vehicle registration, depending on what state you live, you end up paying up to thousands of dollars for it. So instead they register the plates in a state like Montana to save on that money. And the savings are significant enough that many supercar owners, that's what they do. All right, so the votes are in, and that's this right here. So my favorite car in the show was the green Aventador that was down, not the green Huracan, but the Aventador that was a little bit down. The car that I like to own and drive, and that would have been the AMG GT that's right over there, that matte red one over there. That was definitely my choice, the AMG GT. In terms of the most unique car, That's the Pagani Huayra that I showed you that was on the other side. Favorite paint job? That also went to the same AMG. I really like that matte red look. It's very, very unique, very different. And in terms of the wheels, it would have been this Dodge Challenger there with the yellow wheels. Even though it has that custom wrap and everything that they do, the wheels are pretty unique, so I like that very much. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to share. So you get to see in a show like this. And many of these are cars that are owned by the owners themselves, or sometimes it's a custom shop that owns it. But nevertheless, it's something that you don't see every day. For instance, something that I forgot to mention, there is a Audi R8 way back there. It's got a lot of custom work. If you look at the wheels, if you look at the wing way in the back that has the matching stripe. And the wheels, by the way, is not just painted on the edges of the rim, it's then the inside in between the spokes is where they painted it. So very unique, very nice car. Unfortunately, that car does not have a number. What that means is, because it doesn't have a number, it doesn't qualify for me to put it in the voting. If I could put it in the voting, that would have been the wheels of choice that I would have had. It's what you have, it's what you deal with. Again, very crowded place, very loud. Hopefully you were able to hear me. Part of the video that I was shooting. But just wanted to share that with you guys. That's all I have for today. My name is George. This is GLLR Cars, and as always, drive safe.